It is a tradition that the class has a competition to see who can write the best speech, a speech that reflects the feelings of the class and the hopes of the future. I'm happy to introduce this year's speaker, Mr. John Griffith.
For many here today, this is the first event in a long season of graduations. Soon we'll witness high school and college graduations of friends and family members. And we'll hear plenty of speeches. These commentaries will usually address two main points. Number one, the long, long road, one of many years, that has led to this fleeting moment of graduation. And number two, some woeful feelings will be expressed concerning the dreaded scattering of graduates to all parts of an uncertain world. Today's graduation stands in contrast to these usually professed sentiments. While the road leading to this point has been difficult, it has hardly been long. We won't be saying very many goodbyes to our classmates. We know that we'll see each other often in the future because of our jobs, and it seems that our future is at least somewhat certain. I'm sure you in this room are well acquainted with our past, what our previous 8 weeks entailed, the very long days, the running, the combat course challenges, the continual testing, the marching, North Bend, and drill upon endless drill. All these activities were eagerly performed by us because of the promise made by our instructors. We were told that if we performed well in these activities, we might be rewarded with some actual live burn work at the end of each long day. Speaking of our instructors, some of you in this room might be familiar with them, primarily Lieutenant Dean, Lieutenant Schaefer, and Lieutenant Hamner. They were given 27 individuals, some with years and years of experience, others with no fire service background at all. Their task, turn these individuals into a cohesive team. And they succeeded. Because of their guidance and dedication, we all learned a lot about fighting fires, and of course a lot about ourselves. We as a class profess a public thank you for your hard work, patience, and example you continually provided. But these are probably things you've already heard from us. And they're probably the kind of thing you might hear at other graduations this season. So what's left? One thing comes to mind, and it's the sole reason why we're here. For today, unlike other graduations you may be going to this year, we who are graduating are here for one purpose only, and it's not to receive a diploma. It's because we want to be firefighters. In initial conversations with my brother classmates, the motivation of this desire seemed varied. Some had a romantic notion of firefighters as modern-day knights. Others enjoyed the historical underpinnings of firefighting, and others were drawn to the community service aspect of the job. But in our conversations, one desire continually surfaced. We all want to save lives. And in recruit school, we learned how to save lives in all sorts of ways, from dragging unconscious folks out of burning buildings and dealing with cardiac emergencies, to taking an injured person down a ladder or removing people from a demolished, flaming car. Behind this common desire to save lives, I think there's a deeper impetus, however. It's been said that there's no greater love in the world than to lay down your life for a friend. And I'm a little bashful at what I have to say next. I believe we're here today because of a love that we possess. A love that has not only empowered us to say yes to laying down our lives for friends, but for complete strangers as well. And this yes that we give, it's not just a yes from us firefighters. The fact is, we wouldn't be having this ceremony if it wasn't for you, our community, saying yes as well. There is a regional recruit school and fire service because our city and our county values life. We love each other. Those of us graduating today are lucky enough to be the representatives of this, your tangible expression to our community. Thank you. And we recognize that this dedication, this love, not only encompasses our geographic area, it's a legacy that stretches back into time. For well over 100 years, the inhabitants of our region have said, yes, We believe that saving lives, protecting people and their belongings is a good thing. There's a long, long line of people, stretching back into the decades, people who have stepped up to make this good thing happen as firefighters. Today, as the 27 of us prepare to begin our journey of service, we look at those preparing to retire from the fire service, our sisters and brothers who've given so much for so long. We thank you. We are proud to be connected with you and with your work. And we're more than a little nervous about being able to perform as well, to give as much as you have. And in closing, we know that our time will come in the far-off future when we ourselves must pass the reins. And no matter how much the world will have changed, this will remain. Our successors will be empowered as we are by a community that values and cares for each other. And this community will demand, as you do now, that we make their values, our values, a reality. We, the graduating class of 2000, thank you for the opportunity to serve.